I grew up in the Australian outback, the bush. The outback! For as long as I can remember, I've been connected to and fascinated by Mother Nature. I travel the globe seeking out the world's most beautiful and deadly species. I'm a wildlife rescuer, field expert and conservationist. I believe creating a better understanding of our natural world will in future help to protect it. Welcome to Corey's Wild World. Hey guys, we just got a phone call. We've got a snake rescue going on down the road in a resort, in a room apparently. So we've got the safety glasses just in case it's a spinning cobra. We're going to go and check it out. See if we can go and save a snake.
I think they go for the mouse.
Go for the mouse. Yeah, look for the mouse.
My true.
Oi! Sawadee Cup. Sawadee Cup.
I kept it outside.
Gái, đấy, gái.
Bên đấy chậm.
Gái.
Dài.
Gái.
Gì?
Okay.
Okay.
It's on top there. You see the light? Yeah, they chase them up there, about there.
We've got a snake in here somewhere, so we're just gonna
See the
have a
mouse
poke
trap?
around. Oh, yep.
You can undo it.
Some rat
Can
traps.
you
there.
undo it?
Yep.
No. Yeah, for safety. The other one.
Oh, so we've got a snapping snake somewhere and some rat traps. Okay, so we just have a bit of a look. They said he's fairly large snake, so
Yeah.
there's his tail.
See the nail. The nail there. Behind it. Yeah, that's the nail.
What have we got here? Okay, we might get you to clear out a little bit.
Want me out?
Is he underneath here? Is he underneath here?
No.
He's a big boy.
Go down một rau.
Look, we got a bit of spillage. There we go. Non-venomous, so we might go outside, eh? Take him outside, give the guys a look. There we go. ไม่เป็นไร ได้มีพิษMalayan racer.
Yeah.
He's still got a few teeth in there though. Okay, I'll grab my bag. There we go. And we'll bag him up. And we'll go and take him to the jungle. Yeah, go home, nah. And have a little bit of a look around. You might get to see. Alright, we saved one. He didn't end up on the rice. Let's go and let him go in the jungle. Problem, carp? This looks like a good spot. What we're going to do is release the snake we've just caught from the resort down the road. Now, it's a good feeling each time somebody rings up and says, we've got a snake, can you come and help us? Because a lot of the time people don't know what type of snake it is, so they'll get scared and just out of fear they'll kill it. And a lot of the times the snake usually isn't venomous. Now, I did mention before this snake is not venomous, although he is a Colubridae snake from the Colubridae family. He has rear fangs and he does produce a mild venom, but it's not considered dangerous to humans unless of course you would have an allergic reaction. So we'll pop him out and have a bit of a look at him again. For this type of snake, they don't get a lot larger than this. He's found throughout Southeast Asia. Try and control his head a little bit there. Found throughout Southeast Asia. And he would have been in those resorts looking for rats, mice, things that are attracted to. And this is a great habitat where he can be released. And the chances of somebody actually coming across him or coming into contact with humans is fairly minimal. Woohoo! It's not quite time to go yet. Let's tell the people at home a little bit more about you. Very fast snake. It's very closely related to the rat snakes also, rat snake in the racer family. And see, he's puffing his neck out there, making himself look big and scary, very intimidating. Has you ever seen a snake do this before? What he's actually doing is playing dead. A lot of time also these snakes will open their mouths. He's making out he's dead. It's his defense against larger predators. But you'll see when we put him on the ground, play dead for a little bit, look, even upside down. He's thinking, oh, the predator's let me go, I'll play dead and I'll move away slow as I can. And then as fast as I can. There he goes. Yes, another successful reptile rescue and release. Have a look at this. This is an interesting little tree. It's actually a rubber tree, and a lot of Thai people cut these trees. It's a big source of income, and usually they cut the tree at night time, and the tree will slowly bleed its sap down around through the cut, down here and into this little pot here. The rubber's used for many different types of things. And if the tree is cut properly, it won't actually die, it'll just keep dripping the sap out slowly. So you can see how stretchy it is. It's almost like a rubber band. Oh, have a look at this. This little beastie. This is Scolopendra. He's the giant centipede. It has 4 families with more than 28 species of these centipede throughout the world. And the largest one is from the Amazon. And he can grow to 12 inches. Whoa, whoa. This guy here reaches about 10 inches. And there is actually fossil evidence of one reaching 1 meter in length. I wouldn't like to run into one of these guys 1 meter in length. You can see his little antenna there. He's an arthropod, and arthropods make up about 80% of all living creatures, from crustaceans, arachnids, insects, with over 1 million species described. Arthropods have an exoskeleton, and what they do is when they grow, they'll slough or shed that exoskeleton and grow into a new one as he grows larger. These centipedes will actually slough their exoskeleton and then they'll eat it. Because after he's sloughed his exoskeleton, he goes through a period where his outer exoskeleton is soft, so he needs to eat and get larger before the outer shell hardens. Ooh, see that? If you have a look after, when we do a close-up on the sides of him, he's got little holes on the side, each segment of his body. And it's a pore leading to his respiratory system, helps him breathe. They're called spiracles. Now this species here lays up to 60 eggs. Some centipedes just dig a hole, deposit their eggs in there, then they leave the eggs on their own. Whereas this guy here, she'll lay the eggs and then she'll protect them. And what they do is they clean the eggs, licking them, stopping any fungi growing on the eggs. And sometimes the little centipedes will actually stay with the mother, so a little bit of maternal instinct there also. These centipedes are powerful predators, mainly nocturnal, and they'll eat geckos, small rodents, just about anything he can catch and overpower is what he'll eat. He's reaching out a little bit, he can feel a little bit of warm air coming towards him, my breath. Who reckons we should let him run up my arm? Ooh, don't try this at home, guys. Centipedes can inflict quite a painful bite, and there is actually one recorded death from a centipede. Oh, he's going for my neck. Now this is where it gets a little bit tricky. I can't see where he is or where he's going. Ooh, the sensation of all those legs. Don't try this at home, why would you? So the word centipede, centum, 100, ped is foot. Though usually these guys only have around 20 pairs of legs. Have a look at him. It's amazing how sensitive those antennae are. He can pick up my warm breath with that. That's what he uses when he's out hunting. Not that bad, are you, beastie? Okay, well what we'll do is we'll pop him on the ground and we'll have a few close-ups and see if we can have a look. You might be able to see, you might be able to catch just a glimpse of those spiracles on the side. Those breathing holes on the side of him. Arthropods move on a system very similar to a hydraulic system because he doesn't have a backbone. He relies on his exoskeleton. a snake down here, probably a cobra. There you go, guys. Yeah, just in the bush, is he? How big is he?
Well, that big.
Alright.
He's a cobra for sure.
Here he is.
Right.
What is it?
There's a little cobra. We'll bring him out here over on the lawn. Out here over on the lawn. Have a bit of a look, shall we? So he's a little monocelate cobra. And these guys will... These guys usually breed in spring around February. Laying a fair few eggs. Over 20 eggs. And,
Over 20?
Yeah, over 20.
God, just what I want to hear.
They manage to time their breeding so when the eggs hatch it's near the wet season and there's lots of frogs out and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, so this one's probably about 3 months old. And yeah, they pop up in strange places. We got one out of a restaurant probably about 2 weeks ago.
About the same sort of size for me.
Yeah, same size.
That was good. That doesn't work. That's Corey.
There you go, guys. One more cobra. Have a look at him. Little fella. Under places like this, dry, bit of tin. There's usually critters living under here. Type of toad. He's got small venom glands on the top there. And a lot of snakes will try and eat these ones. One's in Australia. If the snake eats it, the snake will usually die. Sometimes you find a snake with a dead toad hanging out of his mouth. But those little glands on the top, if I give that a bit of a squeeze, there should be some stuff shooting out of there. I'm not sure if you can see that, but that's sort of white pussy, that's the venom. And that protects him against predators. Now, usually they don't just spray it off. Sometimes if you step on them they will spray it off, but usually, oh, there we go. Getting a bit of spray action now from the other end. So toad, we'll pop him back anyway. There you go, mate. If we come and have a look over here, this is where they found the snake. This is his victim. It looks to me like the toad was probably a little bit too big for the snake to swallow, but maybe also he released some poison and the snake didn't like it, so he let him go. But either way, he's finished. As they say in Thailand, mot lao. He's gone. Actually, I better wash that off my hands. A bit of frog venom, toad venom, and a bit of cobra venom. Okay, we've come to a bit of a secluded area, and we'll let our little cobra go on his way, away from harm's way. Hopefully he won't bump into any more humans again. There he is. And there he goes on his way. And there he goes. Great stuff. A lot of the time snakes get killed simply because people don't know what they are, so they just assume that it's poisonous, which I think it's best to assume every snake's poisonous if you don't know, but you don't necessarily have to kill it. You can call somebody who can come and take it away for you. There's always people to call. And he's got his own life, so he'll be on his way now. And it's good. welcome back. We're just on a bit of a walkabout up the creek, having a look around where there's flowing water. There's fish and tadpoles and frogs and snakes, all types of wildlife. We've got some freshwater clams here. There's a lot of shells around the place. I think the locals have been having a bit of a snack on them. Anyway, let's go and have a look, see what we can find. Snake, snake! What? There he is, have a look at him. This is a checkered killback. He's a freshwater snake and he likes living near the rivers, hunting for frogs. Got beautiful bands underneath on his belly there. And these snakes lay eggs. They're oviparous and they can lay up to 100 eggs, believe it or not. Usually only around 40 or 50 though. So he's another species from the Cobra family with rear fangs. Some are venomous. There's about 130 species. Oh, there we go. Oh, oh, ah, 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 ah. Oh, oh, ah, 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 ah. See, they chew like that. Oh, he got me good too. Got his mouth open there. Got sharp little teeth, eh? And uses those to hang on to frogs and fish. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, he's bitey. He uses those to hang on to fish also. He's got strong keeled scales. That's where he gets his name from, the killback with the keeled scales. Yeah. And because they're keeled, they're rough and he'll wrap around his fish, and fish are fairly slippery, so it's harder for the fish to get away, and then he'll swallow them whole. Okay, what we'll do is we'll put him in the water and give you a little bit of a look of how he swims. Sometimes he'll swim on, oi, there we go. Sometimes he'll swim on the surface, other times he'll just dive under. Other times he'll try and camouflage on my shorts. There he goes. Back underneath the water. They can hold their breath for a long time also. And he's off. Have a look. Got a bit of a nibble on me. Slicing teeth, not fangs. Slicing. Okay, anyway, let's go and have a look, see what else we can find. Huh? Hey, we're just at a local block of units and the people have asked us to remove a tokay gecko, which is in their room. Now, a lot of people live with geckos, but this guy is quite large. It grows to about 35 centimetres. And another reason is they have fairly large droppings also. They like to hang around the lights at night, eating beetles. It's got fairly good jaw pressure, beetle crunching jaws. Eats cockroaches, which is a good thing, I think. Oh, here we go. He's in here. A lot of the times they'll sit behind wall hangings, and what they do is they stick their eggs to the wall, and they only lay 2 to 3 eggs, but they'll stick them to the wall somewhere behind something like this. You can see he's got different colour on the end of his tail here, or he's actually lost it. bitey. Oh, you're right. He's lost the end of his tail. He can grow that. He's grown that back. He's got his mouth open. He's in the defensive position. Starting to slip. Isn't he a beauty? Beautiful colours. Okay. Oh, he's roaring. The males call out at night when they call their girlfriends and also protect their territory. Okay, well let's go and let him go. Let him go on this tree here. Little suction pads that should hang on. There we go. And he'll be on his way shortly. Hey, welcome back. Wonder what Corey's got in his bag of tricks today. Well, you can bet it's something bitey. And you'd be guessing right. Today we have here we go, here we go. Ooh, stand up for me, stand up, stand up. Here we go. We have some little baby monocelate cobras. And we're relocating them today into this area where there's lots of fresh running water and frogs. Oh, oh, here we go. Somewhere where they will do really well in the wild. Come on, mate, come back here. Not time to go yet. We'll pin him down. Give you a bit better of a look at him. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Run, Andrew, run. Oh, have a look at him. Little baby cobra. Now, he'll actually grow to 2 meters in length. See, he's flattening his neck out there. Woo! Getting a little bit close for comfort. He's gone underwater. Little snakes are hard to handle sometimes because they don't have to move very far to actually strike for them to reach you. Now, he's just under here. We'll try and bring him out into the water. We can watch him swim across the creek. He's trying to hide and get under that rock. Here we go. Little fella. Isn't he cute, little baby? Hey? You just want to go on your way, yeah? Here we go. See you later. Happy hunting. There you go, see on the creek. You want to swim for us? There we go. Little man. We found these 3 snakes. They're probably from the same litter in a resort down the road. One was in the toilet, one was in a bar, and one was in a bungalow. Now, I can lay up to 45 eggs. I think his brothers and sisters have split. But you never know where they're going to be, where they're going to go. They might have gone a long way, they might not be far away at all. Okay, it's okay. There we go, we'll let them go on their way. Yeah, alright, good stuff. 3 baby cobras back in the wild in a pristine environment. They'll thrive here for a long time. Plenty of food for them to eat. Let's go. Wow, have a look at this guy. He's got his mouth wide open. You're going to bite? I think so. This is a copperhead racer. Move around this way. He's a non-venomous snake. So I can take my eyes off him occasionally. And he's in that strike position, in that S position. These guys will coil right up, load right up and make a big strike, and usually 3/4 of their body will come off of the ground. I move around and see that. And he hangs around in these field areas and eats mice, hunts during the day, he'll eat small lizards. Now he's called the copperhead because the copper, the colour of that head there is a nice copper colour. And a racer because he's fast. You see him move through the grass before, very fast. He's puffing himself up there, making himself look big, saying if you come too close I'm going to have a go at you. Oh, he's not shy. Here we go. Beautiful markings on him. Look at the stripes that run down the black. Gives him that real camouflage look. Especially against the ground there. And he's just trying to hide now. Slither under that grass, he basically disappears, doesn't he? Movement of a snake, slow and continuous. Continuous noise. Here he goes. White-handed gibbons, and the male is the black guy and his girlfriend, the pretty white one who's calling out to you right about now. They're very vocal, and their vocals can be heard from up to 2 kilometres away, warning other gibbons of their territory, warning against predators, calling out for a mate. With a bit of luck, one will start singing out shortly. Oi, 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 oi. There you go. That's the male there. So you notice also their arms are actually a fair bit longer than their legs because they're swinging around in the trees all day. They'll eat fruits, leaves, occasionally insects as well. And they usually in small family groups, the mother and the father with just one offspring. and the offspring take about 7 years to mature, and they can have another offspring within 3 to 4 years of having the first one. They're looking pretty happy up there today. Thank you, mate. Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop, whoop. Alright, we'll leave them to it. Okay, here we are, guys. We've just been called into our old mate's chicken farm, and he's got looks like a reticulated python's come in to eat his chickens, so we're going to try and get it out before it gets in. Underline, huh? Yay, yay. It's a big one. It looks like a reticulated python. He's probably about 3 meters plus. He's coming to eat the roosters. Okay, here he comes. Going out the back.
Nhai bên này được mất chịu hoàng rồi. Xoay vào.
Ding nè. Ding.
Okay, underlay. Cha. Oh, so cha. Ui, tell. Tried to go out the back, he's going under the fence. Cha. Up. Okay. Nuliam. Wow, have a look at him. Look here, got the chicken. Khao pat guy. Ini. Wow, look at this, what a beauty. He's strong too, I better keep him under control. This is a reticulated python. I'm actually hold the record of growing up to 30 feet long. This guy here's a baby. Get a fair bit larger. Oh, what do you think, guys?
Okay.
Sway. Yeah, guy. Yeah, eat the chicken. Yeah. Oh, 2 chickens. Look like 2 chickens. Wow, what a beautiful snake. Everyone's excited that I've got hold of the head. Okay, well we might bag her up. If I can find a large enough bag, we'll bag her up. I've got a bag just here. Sway.
Cặp cùi bên đây.
Whoa. There we go. In the bag. Song san. Oi. Okay. Job done. Let's rock and roll. Bye bye, Copper car. Hey, welcome back. Here we are, we're just on our way to do our reticulated python release, and we thought we'd drop in here. Because we don't have a set of scales that are big enough, we thought we'd drop in here and get a bit of an accurate reading. Pop the coin in there. 9.9 kilos. 10 kilos, wow. I thought he was a little bit heavier than that. But to give you an idea, these snakes can grow up to 100 kilos. So anyway, let's go and let him go. Hey, hey, off to the jungle we go. Well, before we release him, what we'll do is we'll give you guys a bit of a look in the daytime at this beautiful snake. Out the bag. They're usually fairly grumpy. Might have to get hold of his head, I think, before he gets hold of me. Wow, look at that mouth! Oh, oh. Beautiful orange and golden colour on his face there. There we go. Another successful catch and release. Thanks a lot for joining us. We hope you can join us again on our next adventure, next episode. And once again, we hope to bring to you things you might not have never seen before.